guys.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh my god! So Mike just hit the record button here. Thanks for giving us a heads up, brother.
Yeah, that's how I do it. There's no structure, rhyme, or reason.
Throwing it in there.
Just run it. I think Blake. I don't know if you heard, but Luke's coming on tonight.
Yeah. He texted me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. He texted me a little bit ago, and he's like, but I'm gonna be a little late. I'm like, this dude will be late for his funeral. I promise you that.
How many people are we gonna have on here tonight?
So I know Doug's. I think it's 4. I'm bad at math. 7.
Is
Michael,
Sid
why are
coming
you
on?
so big,
Me?
bro? Look how big he look. You gained weight since last podcast or what?
Yeah, I did. I went from like 250 to 260 in the last 8 days.
Just a couple cheats.
Wait, it's all angle, brother. It's angled. Just notice how he's coming at it. He's coming at it sideways.
A bigger shirt in angles.
There you go.
Doug, what's up, dog?
What's goody?
What's happening?
Ain't nothing much, man. Just want to make sure I'm set up here, man. I got my phone all greasy and shit.
Mike, hit that pan button at the bottom and try to tighten everybody.
Okay.
Put everybody nicely.
Hey, in case y'all are wondering, this is where it's at right here.
Is that sugar free?
Yes, it's sugar free,
Yeah,
bro.
zero
I drink
sugar.
three of these a day.
No, real shit. When I was down to A, my brother had some of that in another flavor. Fact.
So the other flavor, the mango, is where it's at. But this one, strawberry lemonade. I'm telling you, people come up to me in the gym and are asking me this because I'm walking around the gym with this.
Yeah.
I'm not a water guy. Like I'm just plain water.
Yeah, I can do it for a little bit. So my routine is like the first half of the day, like half of my gallon will be like pure water.
Oh.
Then the second half, I'll definitely throw like some electrolytes or some BCAAs in it.
Yeah.
Plain water definitely gets boring, and I'll use Crystal Light too.
Oh yeah, Crystal Light. That's what.
Do anyone get to like a certain point in the day, like every hour, I'll like look and be like, all right, I got to get this much water down. Like I don't sip throughout the day.
Dude,
I just like get a
dude.
bunch like every hour or so.
Well, dude, I'm at work, so I bring my gallon. So lately, I've been bringing a bottle, like a 16 ounce, so I know like I can go fill it up and I drink more. But when I got my gallon, dude, I'm seeing patients every hour, so I have no time to go into the office, drink, because we can't bring drinks out on like the floor. Yeah. So it kind of stinks. So I just I'll jump in there real quick, take a sip, go right back to my patient. So I do better, I think, when I have like a little 16 ounce bottle.
Wait, Trey, what do you do for a living?
I'm an occupational therapy assistant.
Say that again?
I'm an occupational therapy assistant. I basically help rehab. You know, we're specialized in like hip fractures and strokes. So older people, or even we've had younger people too that have strokes or hip fractures. Where whatever. There's more than just that, but they'll come in and we just kind of help get them back to their prior level of function.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was really hoping you were gonna say you were a nurse.
No, I'm not a nurse, dog. I actually
318-pound nurse.
Yeah,
dude, I got accepted into nursing school when I was 18. I did it for like a semester and a half, and I hated it, dude. Hated it.
I was a firefighter paramedic.
Yeah, my mom and my sister are both nurse practitioners, so I thought that was like my way to go, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Blake, I was gonna do what you were doing. I got like my EMT done, and I was gonna join the fire department.
It's awesome, bro. It was the best job in the world. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's just it's amazing, bro. The only thing that happened is I just had I have really bad asthma, and it's been under control for the most part since I was a kid. But when I was in that, I was in a building, and they blocked us out. We were in gear and stuff like that, and I had a bad asthma attack, man, and I never really recovered from it. And when you're breathing the SCBA, it's dry air, right? So it's kind of similar to like any kind of like diving tank when divers go down there. Same thing, they're breathing. It's a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same thing. And asthmatics need moisturized air. So I would be in there doing work, and like I'd be breathing, but it didn't feel like I was getting anything out of it. Like I was literally just like, and they were making fun of me. I remember our captain was talking about Kuklo because Kuklo. I don't know if y'all remember when he was a Dallas firefighter.
Yeah.
And all they would tell me is Courville, you suck that tank down faster than Kuklo does. It depends the amount of time that tank lasts is how much you're sucking it in, how many breaths, how much you're really breathing in. Man, I would suck that thing down in 5 minutes. It's supposed to, last 20 minutes. Not with me.
Yeah.
5 minutes, that thing's empty.
Man, that's gotta be the worst feeling too, bro.
The worst feeling is when you're in a building and your pack starts vibrating and starts beeping.
Yeah.
That's when you know you ain't got a whole lot of breaths left.
Does it affect you in your training?
What's that?
Does it affect you in your training at all?
Yeah,
the asthma. It does. Yeah.
I have a breathing treatment in my truck. And pretty much in one in my truck, one at the house. I take a breathing treatment when I wake up. I take one before the gym. I take one at work. When I leave the gym. Honestly, I probably take two. I wake up and take 2 or 3 in the middle of the night. Just the asthma's out of control, man. It sucks, bro. It's not.
I know that affects your training, bro, because I was doing belt squats yesterday, and I'm doing like myo rep sets right now where I do like I'll go all out and then I rest 20 seconds, go again, rest 20 seconds, go again. Dude, by the second and third one, my like heart rate and like I'm out of breath, but I'm good. Like I'm good to go, but I'm not good to go.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all had that feeling before. I'm sure y'all have.
Well, yeah, and what it looks like, especially playing ball growing up too, is what it looks like is just being out of shape.
Yeah.
But my cardio has been fine, right? I trained different things. I played ball my whole life and trained I wrestled and jiu-jitsu and stuff. And I could go through, I could go 3 or 4 rounds, but then I would have I couldn't breathe sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's frustrating. It definitely affects my training, big time. But it's like, what are you gonna do, man? You just push yourself as far as you can. There was a time where I was in the hospital, like by ambulance, a few times a week.
Jeez.
Yeah, about 1.5 years. I really didn't get off the couch.
So do you do more do you stick to more straight sets, or do you do any drop sets or intense
No,
fire?
bro. I drop set, superset, bro. You wouldn't know that I had asthma. It looked like if you saw me train, it would look like I was trying to get myself an asthma attack.
Gotcha.
That's what I enjoy, bro. You know what I mean? We're all gonna go back to the way we love to train, right? Because if we don't, then we're just not gonna.
You're not having fun,
Yeah, exactly. So,
Doug, what's happening, man?
Man, my dog is creeping in my room, man. She's one of them freaking. What do you call it? She has separation anxiety. She does not. She has to be around somebody.
Bring her over here,
house.
dude. I'll love her.
What kind of dog do you have?
I got a Courville Corso. She's super sweet. You know what I'm saying? But she just keeps trying to creep her way into my room. You know what I'm saying? She just she started at the doorway and then she's just crawling herself in here. Dogs are hilarious, man. I had a dog growing up, but when I was in college, I had a buddy of mine that had one of these dogs. I was so intrigued by it when I went over his house. I had never seen one. I had never even heard of a Courville Corso, an Italian Mastiff. And it was just it's a big, sweet dog.
I love
the
it.
look of it is scary. It's definitely a protector. And that was one of the things that I loved about it. He told me you don't have to teach them to protect the family. And, people in the household, it's just their natural reaction. But they're big teddy bears. They're big softies. You know what I'm saying? But when they bark and they demand attention, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I got her for, the look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she's not a mean dog whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? If she's barking, there's a reason why she's barking. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. You know what I'm saying? And she just always cutting up. But, and I missed last week, man. My son, so last week was a tough one for me, man. My son's a senior in high school, and he had a season-ending injury a week and a half ago. And it was tough because my son's high school career was just not like in my opinion, not fun. You know what I'm saying? Like the only year he really played was his freshman year. He only played JV that year. His sophomore year, he tore his labrum in the shoulder. That was season ending. That was in a scrimmage, so he didn't even get to play no games. Last year, I transferred him back to his home school. The coach didn't like it, challenged it. My son was ineligible to play last year, so this was his first year playing varsity football. And he was having a good season, you know what I'm saying? Like playing both sides of the ball. I mean, he was having a good year, you know what I'm saying? And he tore his MCL, ACL, kid hit him low in his knee, man. It just, it was tough, man, because he wants to go to college and play football, and you know his dreams are kind of like at a halt right now. But he's in good spirit. He's doing better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, dude.
You know, my high school experience was phenomenal. You know what I mean? So I just can only imagine how he feels. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's handling it pretty good. You know.
Yeah, he's young. He's got a lot left to live.
Yeah, you know, and that's what I told him, man. Football ain't the end all be all, you know.
Football ain't everything.
Yeah, he wants to go to college. So, you know, I told him if he wants to play football, he can. If he don't, I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't like watching him play hurt. You know what I mean?
My prayers go out to you and him, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, you know, same old grind, man. I'm getting back into my push phase for the 2025 season. You know what I'm saying? Picking out shows, and the ultimate goal is to do the Masters Olympia in Tokyo in August. You know what I'm saying? Get myself ready for that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? See if I can go over there. You know, always the goal, place top 5 or even win that thing, and just, you know, just continue having fun with bodybuilding. You know what I'm saying?
Dougie, is that a qualifier or is that an invite?
I qualified. I won the Masters down in Atlanta, so I already qualified.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good for you, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, they just switched the rule on it. The last one that they had, you had to submit an application for it.
Yeah.
But this past year, they just changed the rule, and if you win a Masters qualifier, you qualify for the 25 Masters Olympia.
Oh, interesting. Okay, because one of my good buddies, Vinny Galante, competed over there last year too. So now he's got his eyes on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool show, you know. And when I was at the Atlanta with David Henry, he said that had he had won that, he would have retired. You know what I'm saying? So I can guarantee I'll see him there again. You know, every show I've done, I've competed against David Henry. I'd be like, what the fuck, bro? Like, he's been competing since I was a senior in high school, 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's phenomenal.
How many ounces of chicken is that, Trey?
Dude, that's about
97.
I think it's about 11 ounces of fish.
I was going to say that's 11 ounces of fish.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Is that an appetizer?
Yeah. I got one more meal.
You eat fish in the off season?
Dude, it goes down easier to me than like chicken, man.
Yeah. You know what goes down really good? Chicken and macaroni. Mix that shit up. That shit goes down real nice.
I do, dude. I had to mix two of my I do my chicken and beef together, like half and half, because it goes down so much better. And then I'll do fish 2 meals. I got a shake, and then I do another chicken meal. But man, without the beef and chicken, I don't know if I could get it all down, dude.
Really?
That chicken is so heavy on me.
Yeah, and chicken just takes a lot to digest.
Yeah. You know after a while, I mean, like, you know, when you're fresh in your off season, it's nothing. But when you're deep in your off season, man, it's rough.
Yep.
My easiest meal to get down, I have it twice a day, is I have it breakfast, and then my last meal is 10 ounces of ground beef with it's anywhere between 2 and 3 whole eggs, but it's they're over easy with only about 6 ounces of red potato.
I love
that. And so when the egg just runs, it just man, it goes down. You put down a pound and a half of food. I mean, that meal goes down in I'm in peak off season where, you know, each meal is like, you know, and that meal goes down within 2 minutes. So it's nice.
Dude, I gagged on a protein shake yesterday, bro. Like, I know I'm deep in the off season. It's bad.
He gagged on a protein shake. Yeah, protein shakes normally go down real smooth for me.
Dude, all it was protein, and I just drank it. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like it was sitting heavy. I was like, oh.
Wasn't a muscle tech, was it?
No. Can't throw my sponsor under the bus like that.
Did you guys all order the live stream for the?
No.
Dude, I've never ordered a bodybuilding show in my life.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Never. I won't ever, dude. I don't care about it like that.
Yeah, I watched, but I didn't download the package. Thank you.
I just saw all the pictures and everything.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of pirated streams, and then one of my boys ordered the package, and then he set up his phone and like flipped it at the TV, and I streamed it off of his phone like to my computer. But
Nice.
I don't know when the Olympia or the IFBB is gonna get this live stream thing just nice and right.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's so difficult about it. And I really think there should be a faction of the IFBB that like normalizes streams, right? So they outsource a company to come to every IFBB show. There's a cut from the promoter to cover that cost. And then you can buy a season package or you can buy a la carte like shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I don't understand why it's not standardized at this point.
Yeah.
I just don't. I think it's an afterthought because I don't think there's a ton of buy rates as we think there is.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
you think so?
Yeah, I
mean,
would be surprised if it's a couple of low thousand, if that much.
Yeah.
I mean, who's interested in watching bodybuilding shows?
Well, I mean, worldwide, it's in America, it's not really looked at. And it's funny because I just was talking about that to somebody, how like fitness and bodybuilding is its own bubble, sort of like gymnastics, right? Like,
I mean, don't y'all get bored of y'all's own show? Like, for real?
You know what I mean? Because it's like, if you in order for you to know about gymnasts, you got to be into gymnastics. If you're not into gymnastics, you could walk by the number one ranked gymnastics person in the world. You would never fucking know. You know what I mean? That's how bodybuilding is, so it's one of them taboo sports, especially here in the States.
I don't know. I think if I walk by Samson, I'm going to know something,
Oh, yeah, you would know he's something, you know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't know his name, you know what I'm saying? And shoot, think about the big motherfuckers like him that never bodybuild. They just like Thor. You just a big motherfucker. He's 6'9", 400 fucking pounds. Like,
yeah, that's Thor.
So we got Samson is our winner. I don't think any of us got it right on the.
Yeah.
Top six. I think all the
Personally, I don't think the judges got it right.
Well,
really?
Hey,
okay. I guess we're starting out the gate like this.
Let's always spicy.
I told myself I wasn't going to do it, and we've been on there 19 minutes, so I'm proud of myself.
Coming in hot.
You got to remember, it's bodybuilding. It's all totally subjective. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in that top 5 looked good. It just depended on whatever they wanted as far as like marketing, media. They're thinking about all that stuff. Who's going to be a good ambassador for the brand moving forward? You know what I'm saying? I like Samson. I just always felt like him and Andrew Jack just struggle with their conditioning, just being honest, because you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is, but us black people, our skin is just mad different. And I think that's really like his only knock right now. I mean, dude's over 300 pounds. He don't even got to get bigger. Can he figure out how to get better conditioning and, and better development? You know what I'm saying? Because if he comes in with a midsection like Hottie, it's fucking lights out. I don't give a fuck who you put next to him. If he gets a sharper look with that size, his waist, bro, he's like Keon. Like, what the fuck, bro? I'm jealous. Like, where the fuck did y'all waist go? How the hell are your dimensions like that to where your waist goes like this, not like this? You know what I'm saying?
I think, honestly, Keon's dimensions are crazier than Samson's even.
I agree.
Yeah,
obviously, Samson's bigger, but
I think Keon could win the Open.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying.
For sure.
You see his adductors? You see how he hit his back poses?
Bro.
He's able to pop his adductor just looked like the slab of meat.
Dude.
I I'm just being so amazed looking at these dudes. Like, what
If
the
Keon
fuck,
can get
man?
even leaner and do the open, I think he should do the open next year.
You see what I'm saying? Because for real,
He's not going to.
He should.
He already said he's
mean,
not.
Yeah, I mean,
Let him get 3 or 4 under his belt, then jump.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, because
start,
he's
start
still
the reign now. Don't start it 3 or 4 years from now.
he still hasn't maxed out the cap. I just talked to him. You know what I'm saying? He still ain't.
Yeah, but if he can win the Open in 212, win the Open in 212.
What do you know a Wade, Doug? Do you know a Wade?
200, right? Like he's still like 10 pounds to grow.
Yeah, he was around 200 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
200 pounds, and you can hang with all the Open guys. Like, why not?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, definitely. I mean, but I also think that too. Like now, where he's at his level, he has to be more strategic in a lot of the things that he does to make sure, like, when he makes that jump to the Open, it's worth it. I mean, that's where the money's at. You know what I'm saying?
The only bad thing about what Keon just did is if he comes in 1% worse next show, everyone's gonna bash him.
Yeah,
that was one of the craziest physiques we've seen.
Yeah,
I feel like he's got it figured out now, though.
Man, his posterior looked stupid, bro. When he turned around and then he just standing up, just flexing everything.
It's hard to say his posterior looked crazy. I mean, front, side, upside down, don't matter. The dude is just, I mean, I mean, I don't remember last time I watched a bodybuilding show or even saw a bodybuilder in person and was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Why does it look like, what is that muscle? Like he has muscles that they ain't supposed to be there. I'm telling you.
Yo, I swear to God, I said that to him. I said, whatever muscle that is right above your hip bone, I see that shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? I said that conditioning was nasty, bro. Like,
and Keon's, man, he's strong too.
Yeah,
we trained a little bit. Him, because obviously him and Martin trained together, and it was at Destination. Yeah. And I jumped in a little bit, and I was surprised how strong Keon is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the dude is.
Yeah, I trained with him quite a few
exercises
times.
for no reason.
Strong.
Like face pulls. Why are you so strong on face pulls? Why are you doing stuff that I remember? What did he do? Oh, we're doing pullovers. We're doing pullovers one time, and we're using the rope. And Keon had the stack, and I think he had a plate on there doing pullovers, and he broke the machine. He broke the cable.
Jeez,
it broke, and like I don't know if it hit him or almost hit him in the head. It's just
he's strong as shit. I mean, the Olympia was dope. You know what I'm saying? And you know they like controversy too. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't had no rivalries. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they kind of want to spice bodybuilding up. I mean, shit. I was happy Marty got in the top 5.
Oh man, I think the standout of the show was Martin for sure.
I was happy for him because, I mean, since I met him, his work ethic is second to none. I mean, training with him, bro, I couldn't feel. My forearms was numb. I couldn't squeeze nothing by the end of the workout training with him and Keon. You know what I'm saying? Like their relentlessness is amazing to watch. So I was just happy for him. You know what I'm saying? To have a showing like that in your first Olympia. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think some people understand, like just making it to the Olympia is a feat in itself. You know what I'm saying? But when you go your first time, and you place that fucking high, bro, that shit's nuts. Cause like that shit's nuts to me. You know what I'm saying? He got a check, if I'm not mistaken. So I think top 5 get paid at the Olympia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he got a check his first time. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't ask for nothing else.
People are saying if he grows the way he grows, they could see him and Samson battling for first and second next year already.
Yeah, because he's also aesthetically pleasing looking too. He don't got that blocky waist. You know what I'm saying? And it just, however you want to say it, it makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? With somebody's waist, when you can see the real X factor, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think the real comparison is between him when they compared him and Derek. I like that. That's what I think is going to be real. I mean, him, Derek, and Hottie is a great, is going to be a damn good comparison. Obviously, Samson winning, but like Samson's kind of a different shape physique. I think those three are going to be nasty.
I mean, and that's just the fucked up part now, right? Because if Samson wins another one, I feel bad for everybody else because nobody's going to win another one till he's done. If he figures out how to sharpen up, and that's the thing about bodybuilding. Like think about it. Like Hunter. Did Hunter make top 5?
I think he was 6, right? 6.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's a matter of who the fuck shows up. You know what I'm saying? Nick Walker didn't come this year. You know what I'm saying? That shook some things up. You know what I mean? Like for me, the anticipation of next year and moving forward, I'm excited to see how things start to really pan out and shake up because there's a lot of new blood.
Doug, do you think if Nick shows up, he beats Martin?
I don't know.
I don't think he does.
Know.
I don't think he does.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Martin wins. I think Martin wins.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't disagree with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why it's like, for me, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Because I turned pro with both of them. You know what I'm saying? So for me to just watch them at the New York, and then Nick didn't do the Olympia this year, but I know he'll be back next year. We all know Marty's going to be back next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's these certain names are going to be back next year, which is why I say that's why the Olympia is the most covenant award, bro. Like, because only one person wins it every year. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about some of the all-time greats, like one of my all-time favorites, Sean Ray, he's placed like second place. I don't know how many times. Like, what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can be really, really good, but you're just not the one to be the one and win it. And it doesn't make your career or make you any less of a champion. You know what I'm saying? It's only one Mr. Olympia. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do we all think the judges got it right? I know Blake said.
I do. You know what I'm saying? Because so general rule, right? Bodybuilding. The biggest, size, shape, symmetry, conditioning, bro.
He knocked it out of the park.
He was the biggest. His muscle belly's round. You know what I'm saying? Only knock I had on him was his conditioning. I didn't think because to me, Hottie had the conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Hottie was the best.
I don't know if you guys talked about it, but when Derek walked out and then he got compared in the 3, the one thing that went in my mind was, what the fuck happened to his quads? Because his quad sweep disappeared, and I'm like, he's going to lose and finish 3rd place because of this. Like, it looked like his legs just were straight up and down. There was no, like, volume or, like, side sweep to him at all. And I'm just like, this is going to cost him.
His midsection conditioning. Was that?
Blake, you think Hottie won?
I probably would have picked Hottie. I think. Look, I like Samson.
I think he could have won either way.
Very soon, I think he would have won no matter what. Yeah, it's just he's a little underwhelming to me, and here's why I say it. His frame is so big.
Yep.
And I think he's real close. And I think there are certain things that it's not even putting on more tissue. Right, it's just refining a few things and a little bit sharper. And Samson's not even looking at the same guy. Yeah. I mean,
and that's why I could agree with you on that because I feel like Hottie, to me, I really feel bad for him because I feel like what more does he have to do?
That's what I'm saying. He didn't really slide Olympia back. And and let's be honest, they've not really. There's 2 things they say that they don't hand anybody the stand out unless they have a crazy back. Right, and we could agree that his rear double bicep a little bit needs to come up just a smidge, but also I think it's a little bit with his posing because when he was posting some pictures leading up, not to this show, I don't know what show it was, but he was hitting it different. Yes, that had maybe that's what, but he was hitting it and it was like damn. I mean, he was really hitting it different. It looked like he put a ton of tissue on, and then it kind of looked like it was a little bit back. But that, and then
you're talking like in his lat spread, right? His lat spread.
His lat spread is always pretty good, but I just mean his rear double. Yeah, and the thing is, I used to hit I had the same kind of issue with, like, when I hit rear double, there's such small little things that can make it look completely different, right? As far as, like, when they're talking about even Bumstead, it's like sitting, like, it's not just leaning back, but pushing that mid back. Yeah. And when he was doing that in some of these progress pictures, I was like, oh man, this game over for the next 10 years. Yeah. Right. But then he kind of stopped doing that again. And then also, so it's a big back and then conditioning. And I think that they're very close. And when it's there, it's not even, it's who's battling for second.
Yeah, because it could have went either way.
Quite there yet, and they gave it to him because I'm like, damn, give him.
Yeah. Now I feel like it's going to be difficult for somebody to step in and take that away from him now.
Yeah, that's
I know we talked about it last week about this. Like, do we think that anyone can roll into it and like win a couple? Now I honestly feel like after seeing him this week and them, I wouldn't say like he definitely deserved it. He earned it. Like he looked great. It was very close. It could have went either way, but now it just gives him more time, like to refine everything. And I'm telling you right now, he's probably going to win the next 3 or 4.
Listen,
unless
it. That's why I say, imagine him with Hottie's conditioning, bro.
No one's touching him.
That is what fucking.
They're only look at the wife did with him in the last year. So I mean, he's only going to get better.
Yeah, I mean,
let's talk about Bonac. I'm impressed with him.
He's fighting everybody, dude.
Yeah, he looked really good.
Really good. But it's like now.
Was he 7?
7.
Yeah, 7. He did good, but see, ain't that he's still a high caliber elite pro, but he's 7th. You know what I'm saying? Like this new blood that's coming in is exciting to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because shoot, I mean, there was a couple people that made it and pulled out. That Tonio Burton.
Wait next year if Beirut comes in and finally gets his visa. That's 3 years in a row he didn't make it. That dude is
talking 3 heavy hitters: Antonio, Nick Walker, and Bruce. That probably all would have been in the top 10.
There's
exactly right.
Yeah. I mean, there's
exactly.
There's Crizzo too. Crizzo is top 10 guy.
Yeah.
We got who else? Nathan Diasha.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like when you start thinking of how deep the pool is now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and you can't. Brandon Curry, what did he get? Brandon Curry was
9th.
Yeah.
He looked good, but I mean, like, I think they're trying to like push it out.
I wish they would start doing the Olympia in different areas. Like I wish we'd get Olympia in the UK.
They used to.
I feel like if we could get, like if
we
could get it in the UK, then maybe we could get some of these guys who can't always do it in.
I guess it's not happening at least for the next 2 years because they're staying at that same venue.
Yeah, I think it's more cost efficient for them in Vegas than going anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
probably getting some money from the city anyway.
And bodybuilding kind of like fits Vegas when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of people who walk around, none of us really look real. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody just stares at us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Vegas is like the perfect spot.
Yeah, that's true.
So what about the Arnold now, guys? The Arnold's up, and like everybody's doing the Arnold now. Samson's talking about it. Hottie's going to be back in it. That's crazy.
Is Hottie doing it? Did he confirm he's going to do it?
I would be surprised if he doesn't, though.
I don't know.
He
has so much to freaking lose if he doesn't. Now.
Yeah, did Samson said he's going to do it?
Yes, he committed to it.
It is official.
You know who else committed to it? Andrew.
Andrew.
Oh,
like
we forgot about him.
I like that.
Look, and we ain't even mentioned him yet. He took what, 3rd?
No, 5th.
No, 5th. Yeah.
5th.
He's still.
I don't know where to place him because it's like, should he have beat Martin? Probably not. But should he have lost to Like, I don't know where to put this guy. Like, if he would have won, I'd have been like,
yeah.
Man, Martin jumped ahead of so many fucking people.
Mike, I got to give you credit. You fucking called it.
I'm telling you, he's going to win multiple.
He will win an Olympia. I guarantee you
he
that.
will.
Who, Martin?
After seeing what he looked like this past weekend, he will 100% win an Olympia.
For sure.
Because he's just going to continue to just develop, you know what I mean? Like, and his waist isn't being blown out. I think that for a lot of people,
he's the white Phil Heath. You pull his head off his body, you put Phil's head on there, especially like from the back and the rear double. He's identical.
His back density is. I'm jealous. Like, I'm jealous of his back density when he hits a rear double or a rear lat spread. His shit pops out like a 3D movie.
Do you think he could have made Do you think he could have made an argument for number 3 against Hadi?
Absolutely.
I feel like in the back doubles, he was right there. He was right.
Yeah, his back doubles, if you ask me, top 2. I mean, he's because his density. Yeah, like that. When your back can poke out like that, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
he looked great. He looked great.
Yeah.
First year in the Olympia, and he finished 4th.
Yeah, that's why I said, man. I mean, you know, my homegirl Ava, she did the Olympia this year. She took 15th in the women's bodybuilding. She was pretty bummed about it, but I'm like, even if you place last, you're the 15th best fucking woman bodybuilder in the world. You can't diminish what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, now everybody wants to win. That's the ultimate goal, but also sometimes you got to go through those growing pains. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie placed 15th before at an Olympia. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like not everybody can come in like Marty and jump straight to 4th. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody can come in their first Olympia. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people just got it, man. That's what makes bodybuilding.
It's harder for females to get like that anyway. When I see, I don't know about you, but when I see a big chick in the gym, I have way more respect than even for a bigger dude. Just because, like, chicks, they don't put on tissue that easy. And when you see a chick that's that big and that peeled, also it's harder to get as lean as a female. So, like, these female bodybuilders are so impressive to me. It's just they're not supposed to look like that. They're not supposed to be able to put on that much tissue. And when they're literally defying their genetics, it's just it's so impressive. Someone who's playing a female placing 15th at the Olympia.
Hunter, we had Hunter Henderson on, and me and Mike interviewed her, and dude, she looked incredible this past weekend.
Yeah,
she's finishing 13th, and I'm like, dude, she's fucking lights out. She looks so good. It's so difficult once you get to that, like Doug, you're right. Once you get to that level, like, come on, dude. You can't even knock being at the Olympia. Like,
no, I don't give a fuck what anybody plays. Just being able to say you went and you was able to compete, get on that stage, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, for a lot of people, that's the ultimate goal. That's where everybody wants to get to. And if you're a bodybuilder, that is something you want to do. You know what I'm saying? In your lifetime, whether it's once or it's 10 times. Like Sean Correa said, this was his 10th time, 10 years in a row. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, 10 years in a row, man, like, they make it look easy. So to people who aren't really familiar with the sport, that's just how they feel like things go. And it's like, nah, bro, like, it ain't like that for everybody.
Yeah, I feel like there's 3 steps, and everyone has. I feel like it's the same for everyone. It's turning pro, make it to Olympia, win that bitch. And it's like it's always, and then whenever everyone has got to stop somewhere, right? Unless you win. So it's like they get to turn pro, and they're like, all right, so that's out of the way. That don't matter anymore. I got to get to Olympia. And if you don't get to Olympia, it's a failure. It's not. Even if you don't turn pro, there's some, especially, there's still some good physiques that some of these guys
turn pro. No, you're right. It's not easy to turn pro.
Exactly.
So like to turn pro.
Yeah. So I mean, there's very few people that turn pro, and there's even obviously fewer that win the Olympia. So like, we just gotta, there's not that many titles, So
No.
Yeah, your girl should be proud for sure, man. For sure.
Guys, I had a. Sorry, Mike.
You're out of here, Ron?
No. I was going to say I had a friend ask me to ask the group, what generation or what decade would you guys want to truly compete in if you had a choice?
Would we want to compete in?
Or what's our favorite?
I'd go the 90s. For me, the 90s. That's what
Hold on.
Yeah.
Those are two different answers. The 90s is my favorite, but I sure as hell don't want to compete against them.
Yeah.
The 90s group
Get that twisted.
That was when bodybuilding was bodybuilding. There was no social media. There were no. You were into bodybuilding because you were into bodybuilding, and there wasn't all these divisions, wasn't all these classes and all that stuff. You know, when I got to talk to Branch and he talked about how, you know, he remembers going to nationals and there's 60 people in his class.
Yeah.
That is,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. It doesn't even happen anymore. It doesn't happen anymore.
And listen,
bodybuilding.
there was, when I did North Americans, I think there was 30. And I was like praying to God I didn't get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of people. You know what I mean? And in bodybuilding, people don't understand it. Sometimes you can get overlooked. You know what I'm saying? When there's that many fucking people at a show. So I couldn't imagine being in the 90s, qualifying for a national, showing up, and there's 60 motherfuckers in that class.
Well, also the thing is, too, is back then, there was just open bodybuilding. There wasn't 212. There wasn't classic. There wasn't men's physique. Now that people have an option of what path they want to choose, they choose that path. Back then, you didn't use one path. That's it. It was get fucking huge, get into open bodybuilding, and try and win that bitch, just like Blake says.
Yeah, Michael, how many guys were at nationals when we did in the heavies?
What? Maybe 35? 35?
I don't know why I have this number in my head, but I thought it was 44.
44? It might be 44. Yeah.
And that was big, right? That was a big class.
Six.
Yeah, and I felt extremely overlooked. So 60? Might as well wear some pink posing trunks or something to get noticed. Because there were so many people in our class. I don't know, Mike, if you remember, they were like, all right, gentlemen, front double bicep, face to rear, rear double bicep. Thank you, gentlemen. I was like, wait, hold on, what? Those are my two poses. Let me hit a side pose real quick, please.
Well, so you're right, because I feel like many guys in that heavyweight class got overlooked because there just is not time. There's not time for.
But then you see Justin Shire and Jordan Janowitz hit their front double, and I'm like,
it's over.
Hell. Carlos Thomas Jr. stands at his front relaxed, and they're like, just give him the overall. Let's just go home.
Yeah, and I'd have to say for me, definitely the 90s, man. One of my all-time favorite bodybuilders is Sean Ray. I still watch his posing videos. I learn and take stuff from his posing videos. There's also a guy here from Pittsburgh named Edgar Fletcher. He was a phenomenal bodybuilder in the 90s, and he was one of those guys that unfortunately didn't turn pro because of the time period he's bodybuilding. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was a light heavyweight, and back then it was just extremely difficult to get your pro card. It's like it is now, but it was even more difficult back then because there were more people and less divisions. You know what I'm saying? But that 90s era, man, I mean, shoot, man, I would love to train in that era. I don't know if I want to compete.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I would rather compete now.
Yeah.
I'm a Marcus Rule guy.
Yes. Okay. I'm going 2000s. Man, I like the era of the Muscle Time Titans and Vic, and I watch Branch Warren and Johnny's Muscle Time Titan stuff all the time, and I want to train. That's the type of train I like. I would have loved to train in Metroflex in the early 2000s.
Oh yeah,
and those big contracts. That was the heyday for contracts. Yeah. Muscle Tech contract as well. Not that I would have been that good, but
because there wasn't a lot of people getting them contracts. It was only a select few getting them contracts.
I'm jealous because Jordan gets a freaking train at Metroflex still to this day.
Oh man, he's the perfect match for that fucking gym.
He really is.
He's literally like a spitting image of Branch.
Yeah,
it's a treat.
Just how he works. The
I see.
iron, dust, dirt, fucking blood, sweat.
I watched some of those videos of him training, and you see like Brian Dobson, and you can tell he loves that shit. Like you can tell he fucking loves having Jordan there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit brings life to him. It's dope as fuck.
Yeah. Any of you guys planning on going down to Dallas for nationals?
I'll be there. I got three people in it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna wind up sliding down there. If I'm down there, we can all hit up Metroflex, get a nice, good session in. Especially if I'm able to bring my video guy too, man.
For sure.
Okay, that's what's up.
So
I'll make sure we let you know we pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna be doing nationals, but things happen. Blood pressure happens.
Yeah. You gonna wait till next year?
I don't know if I can wait that long.
I heard that. He said, "I don't know if I can wait that long."
I'm itching. I'm ready. The second that number starts to come down, we're going for it again.
Yeah.
So probably more like, I don't know. I do want to do it because it's in Dallas, But is it even going to be in Dallas next year? I think it was only a 3 years, so it may change.
I thought this was only the second year.
I think this coming year is going to be the third year. I think. Is it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm about 95% sure. But
yeah, this will be the third year.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a good show because I was there last year. It was a good show.
I'm excited to go down.
I feel like it's going to be the biggest national show this year.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's going to be deep.
I think it's going to be a good one, honestly. I really feel like the other ones haven't been as great, but I think this one's going to be solid.
Who you guys think are the front runners for men's bodybuilding?
Elliot.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he gets up there.
Yeah. As long as he gets up there and like he doesn't have any medical issues, I don't think there's many people that can.
So what's been stopping him? Like, because I've been noticing him for the past couple of years, but I haven't seen him get on stage. What's been stopping him?
So what was it? What was it called? I can't remember what it was called. He ended up getting rhabdo. He ended up getting rhabdo both times before, like 2 to 3 weeks before nationals, and he had to pull out. Yeah, it was like a severe case of rhabdo.
When I'm in a prep, I gotta be on a gurney not to show the fuck up. I'm anal about finishing shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's ready right now. He stays 6 hours out. Like, just do it. Like, don't cut anything. No water. Just put some chunks
step on stage.
He already posts progress pictures every day. Just walk your ass on that stage. No one will beat him. There's no amateur.
No one's gonna fuck if he shows up. No one's gonna fucking beat him.
Yeah,
hell no.
They want it for bodybuilding, but it's not only do they want him to be like the face like Carlos, but it's like he has it. You know what I mean? So there's no reason for him not to win.
Yeah. Who else is doing nationals? I mean, I think Sid's supposed to be doing it, and Justin O'Donnell.
Yeah.
And who?
Mike Lamastro from up here in New England. He plays like 5th last year in super heavies. Okay. I think.
Wait, you said Mike O'Donnell?
Mike Lamastro.
No, Trey. You said who?
Justin O'Donnell.
Justin O'Donnell?
Yeah. Is that right, Justin? He's with Jacoby.
Oh yeah. The workout partner. Yeah. Okay. He's a good dude too. He did that with us, Mike.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He's a good dude. He's a real good dude.
Yeah, him and Sid, and I don't know who else. I feel like I'm missing a person.
Tim John, he's doing it.
Okay,
you guys know him. I'm pretty sure he's doing nationals. Who else?
There's a young and upcoming female that I know that's going to probably do some damage too. I think her name's Shay Coombs.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Damn right, she's gonna do some damage.
Nice one, Sean.
Damn right. I hear she's got a pretty good coach, but shit, who knows?
I already suspect, but anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. She's looking good.
And then Chris, I'm gonna butcher his name. Patano.
Oh, Chris, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris is doing
He
it.
looks great. He looks great right now. He looks better than he's ever looked. And what were they? How many weeks out are we?
He's doing Long Island before he does that.
That's okay. That's why. Because he comes in, but he never has that grainy look in certain areas, and his shoulders are already starting to get like that. So
yeah, I saw him last week and talked to him, and he looks fucking sharp. And he said everything's clicking in the right direction for him. He said
he's a shorter guy, right? He's shorter.
Yeah, he'll be in the heavies.
Okay,
like Patano. Here, hold on.
Yeah, Chris Pantano. I think he's like 200, right now. He's like 200.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 212. He weighs 212 right now, and he thinks he's going to be in like that hovering range of like the high like 200s to like close to 210.
Yeah, Garrett Danzy.
He's ready now. Looking at him, he's
like
what?
Garrett Danzy. He's doing it too.
Garrett Danzy.
Oh yeah.
He looks, I mean, I think he's improved.
Oh, 100%. In person too, he's a very really thick, dense dude in person.
He's a big boy.
Like I saw him probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he's just super wide and super.
Yeah.
He just some of his muscles sometimes like some things just don't pop in certain areas, like some of the the guys that are winning, and I get it. It's frustrating. He's a big dude, but some guys have less tissue than him, and the muscles are just a little rounder and pop. So it's just. But another dude. If this dude comes in shape, I'm telling you, he's going to give Elliott a run for his money. But Patrick Davis. Y'all might not know his name. You type him in Instagram right now, you're going to know who this dude is. Okay. This dude is an absolute freak of nature. He has a stash. He's 6 foot, 6'1". You'll know if you pull him up, you'll know who I'm talking about.
What about
he needs to bring his conditioning in.
Is that the A-Train guy?
What's that?
Is that the A-Train guy?
That's Anthony.
He just won. He's the kid that won Texas.
What's his last name? Patrick,
yes, he won Republic of Texas.
On Instagram, it's the ILLEST I don't know.
I got him.
Yeah, he did the Republic. Blake, he did the Republic of Texas show about a month ago.
He hit like 4 shows back to back.
Yeah, he won the overall.
Yeah,
crazy lat spread, crazy front lat spread,
crazy everything, man. His physique is fantastic.
Yeah,
I really like his physique a lot.
Mike, who's that guy I was talking about?
Small waist.
There we go.
Yeah,
I know Patrick. He's not competing. I don't think.
No, I don't know if he is. I don't think that he is. But I'm saying if he comes in shape, it's game over.
That's a good shot right there.
He's super bubbly.
Oh
he is.
He's a bubbly white boy.
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he is a big boy.
Mike, you know who that guy I'm talking about, right? The A-Train guy?
Anthony, yes.
Yeah.
I talked to Anthony, and he just seems like he can never get to stage.
Yeah, I know, dude. If he showed up, he could give Elliott a run.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he could.
Let Mike pull him up, dude. He's a freak.
A-Train?
Yeah, just do A-Train. It'll pop up.
I'll tell you right now, though. Hey, while he's doing that, let me ask you this: if Davis shows up in shape and Elliott shows up, he's always in shape. Who do you think wins? I mean, he'd have to be peeled to beat Elliott, but I think that over his shape.
I mean, I haven't really seen Elliott on stage, so it's hard. I mean, Elliott's got a ton of muscle.
See, that's the thing too. It's like everyone looks good online, and then it's exactly like the pros. Though you have to put them up against somebody that's closer equal to them to really make a good judgment.
I always say, until I see people standing next to each other, I can't never say.
Yeah,
I can't never say.
What's his name? I can't find his Instagram, Trey. Do you know what it is?
Can you see A-Train Anthony, maybe? You think that's it? Or
A-Train.
Or A-Train. Is his last name Davis too?
It might. Yeah, let's see. Anthony. Man, I don't know if his Instagram's up anymore.
Dude, he may have took it down.
Yeah.
That dude, I mean, if he got peeled, he could have for sure hang with Elliot all day.
Yeah. Elliot is
Elliot is a large specimen.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, I trained with him when I went down there like 2 years ago. And he's awesome, man. He trains real smart, and he's a freak, man. Looks like somebody made him in a lab.
Yeah, it doesn't look real, right? Like it
really, dude. Even in person, I had not seen anything like it in person, dude. His calves are bigger, like they're the biggest things I've ever seen.
Click on that second one down in the middle.
This one?
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
If that dude's in shape, if he's like,
how tall is he?
No one's fucking beating that.
He's honestly pretty tall, dude. He looks
5'11".
Yeah, he's like 5'10-ish, 5'11".
Guys, those calves look fake. I know they're not, but those calves are unreal.
Dude, his calves they're insane to like look at, dude. I think the whole time we trained together, I just stared at him.
His insertion is almost to the bottom of his foot. Jesus.
Yeah, he's got crazy insertions.
Those calves run all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Speaking of freak,
he's got it head to toe.
What's up, Luke?
What up, yo? You guys hear me?
How you doing?
I'm
Yes,
good,
sir.
man. I'm sorry I'm late, bro. I have to finish up with clients and get home.
Oh no, you're good.
What's up, fellas? What's up, Blake? What's up, Trey?
What's up,
Let me
dog?
pull it back to the regular screen.
I haven't met some of you guys, but Dougie, Brendan, Sean, I'm Luke, by the way.
Luke,
Nice to meet you,
man. How you doing, brother?
What's good,
Yeah,
big
man.
dog? Nice to meet you.
Yo, good.
Just laying down national talk here.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
hearing some.
Did you just do one national show this year? Was it just USA's?
Yeah, I did USA's. It was my first national show, so I was in the heavies. I finished 9th. It was a so-so showing for my first time out. I'm 5'11", so I was like 223 on stage. I just got to be a super. That's the bottom line. So
Yeah. And you're a little bit taller, right? You're like close to 6 foot.
yeah, I'm just under 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So, but I just turned 27 a couple weeks ago. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
I
you're
still
a
got
baby.
some-
Baby, brother.
Yeah, you're a baby.
yeah. So
And you've had a crazy rebound. Rebound.
I'm in the 280s now. So, and I'm not super fat yet. So,
It's a good look.
yeah, it's been fun, man. So, I haven't even really started my off season. I'm just eating a shitload. I'm like TRT right now, last couple weeks. So we'll get bloods done in a little bit and then see where things go.
What's the plan for next year?
Goal right
USA's
now,
again?
as of right now, is to shoot for North Americans if I will be ready as far as like we think I could be 240-ish plus on stage.
Yeah, that's my hometown. I'll be
If
there.
not, then I'm looking at the back end of the year probably. But I'm definitely going to compete next year. At least that's the plan. So
Hell yeah.
we're going to
Who
see.
you working with? Who you working
Luke,
with?
you said 220. You look a lot bigger. I'm looking at your Instagram, bro. You look a lot bigger, ripped, bigger than 220, whatever you said, man.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like I think I hold it pretty well. My problem is I'm pretty wide shoulder to shoulder up top. My legs, I just don't. I got that white boy sweep, bro. I just don't have it, bro. It doesn't pop. So, in order to match my upper body width, I just got to keep bringing my quads up because I get my glutes in and they get detailed, but when I push at the end of prep to bring them in, I lose my quads. So it's just finding a balance of like keeping them, but still digging hard enough to get my glutes in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Luke,
It's
who's
a
your
crazy
coach?
offseason look.
I work with Blue, so a couple of these guys on here. Yeah, Trey knows what it is.
Let's go.
Blake's been there too, so a couple guys here has experience with him, but he's a good dude. I've been with him for like the better part of the last 3 years now, almost. So
Yeah, Blues again.
been good.
Yeah, no, it's a good look. The rebound looks crazy.
Yeah,
How much food are you eating right now?
bro? So I didn't even know because I just get my plan and I just follow
Yeah.
it.
It is, yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
everyone asks calories and shit. I didn't know the number, but my buddy Nick, I sent him my diet and he threw it into like one of those calculators. It came out to 7,500 calories.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I haven't even, like I said, I haven't even started like my off-season cycle. I had like a little moderate thing going on for a rebound for like 6 weeks, and then I just been on TRT since. And so, and I'm like I said, I'm already in the 280s. And I started prep for that show 270 like fat. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, man. But yeah, it's just been a shitload of food. Somehow my appetite hasn't really faded. I'm just heavy.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
I just feel the weight, but that's it.
Chicken's already starting to taste bad to me this offseason. I'm like, I'm not even that deep, man.
I told you
And
that's
it's
why
already
I'm
like,
dude.
You competed what? July? June?
I compete in July, yeah, right at the beginning of
You're
July.
a couple weeks before USA's, right?
Yeah. It was
so
like 3 weeks.
Not even that deep either. Yeah.
No. And I've already had the other day, man, I opened my meal and it was the third chicken meal of the day. And I got down 2 ounces and I was like, man, buffalo sauce and hot sauce is not working anymore. I have to find a new way.
Bro, the best way to do it, I'm telling you, just get you a nice chicken breast, put it in a hot pocket.
You said a hot pocket?
Put it right in the hot pocket. Dougie's looking at me like, is he fucking for real?
Blake said chicken and a hot pocket and chicken and macaroni.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a little Lee Priest in me. I ain't gonna lie. Okay.
He's funny as hell.
What do you guys think? Okay, so like Sean made that post, or somebody made that post and said Sean is going to be way less than he did his first Olympia, and I made a story about that, but it wasn't like a positive story. In my mind, I was like, that can't be good. Like, be that much pulled down this late in your career compared to like your first Olympia win, and then we saw it on stage, and it was like. I mean, I would be upset if I was Sean. I think Matt's had a really rough year.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like Sean, to me on stage, he just looked old this year. Like,
he looked old, right? Like it just
like he had that like.
Leon made him look like a fucking child.
Yeah.
He was his little brother.
You got to think about it too, and that's remember, like I said earlier, man, that was his 10th time in a row.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I think that's like. I don't think he's had like a real true break, and you know he's unfortunately just a victim of bodybuilding. Like no matter what he does moving forward, I just don't think he'll beat Keon. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to happen.
Unless Keon moves to the
open. But then even still, you still got Karen, you still got Oleg. He's gonna come back from his leg injury. Angel, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
he's going the other way. He's going the other way at this point in his career.
The list goes on. I mean, but the cool part about it is like he's to say you've been in the Olympia 10 times, you're a goat. Wild. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? You're a fucking goat. You're solidified. You know what I'm saying? Like now he would pretty much just be competing just for the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? He could still win. He's already won open shows. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So, you know, I mean, he can pretty much just have fun with it at this point. You know what I mean? If he wants to, you know what I'm saying? He's got his gym. You know what I'm saying? He's eating pretty good off of bodybuilding, man. And it's just like, you know, that's like me. When I go do a show, if certain people show up, I know I'm not fucking winning. It is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? On to the next. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have anything to do with, I didn't peak right or this, that, or the third. No, fucking this Keon showed up. Kev showed up. There's certain people that, you know, you can push them, but you're going to have to go win the next show.
Did any of you see Derek's interview after the Olympia?
What was with that? Yeah, if Sando doesn't want to play with me or something?
He's like I have faith. I believe in faith. I believe in religion and everything like that. But he got on there and was like, if God doesn't want me to win the Olympia again, then I just won't do it. And I'm like,
I think that was just his emotions.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? I think
it was the
heat of moment. Like, you gotta think about what you're saying post show because that's gonna get blasted all over freaking the internet. And how many podcasts are gonna talk about that, including this one?
Yeah, and that's why I say I think some people just like. I think some people overanalyze. Yeah, they overanalyze the sport. They don't realize that like you every time you do a show and you look better, you improved your look. You won, whether you won the show or not, at whatever level you're at. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think last year?
Yeah. Do you think Derek got better though?
No.
But that's just the thing. At that level, what's better?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's better? Can he get bigger? You know what I'm saying? Like now, I think like his conditioning was a little off, and I think his midsection was a little off.
I don't even
You know
think,
what I'm saying?
I think he got bigger in his upper body and his legs. They just even the legs themselves actually I think shrunk. His upper body. His upper body.
We were talking about that earlier. How he looks straight up and down.
He used to lose his legs when he would drop down in the 212.
Yeah.
It
looked
like
his
legs.
His upper body looked like open, and his lower body looked like he did when he was doing 212.
Here's a good question. If Derek comes in looking how he looked last year, does he win this year?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Take Derek of 23. If you put Derek of 23 in this year's past Olympia, does he beat Samson and Hadi?
Well, I don't know, because I felt like Hadi won last year, in my opinion. I felt like I love his conditioning. I feel bad for Hadi. I don't know what more else he has to do. I don't at this point. I don't. What more can he do to get another Olympia? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would just have to
see him winning another one.
I would have to see them, bro, because I'm not gonna lie. As a taller dude, I like seeing taller guys win because I'm kind of tired of like, in my opinion, if two 212 guys, Eric and Hadi, can dominate 212 and then move up and win the Olympia at the open level, that division's got to come back to 202 because you shouldn't be able to just like it. That's a division for the short guys because they shouldn't be able to compete at that level. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I would have to see, because Derek did, you know, even the first year he did open. I remember I was watching with my buddy and he walked out and he hit his front relax and his whole shit just went like boom, like his lashes boom and his vacuum. I was like, holy shit. So I would have to see him standing next to Samson this year because Samson did get like exponentially better. So, but like his stature, his overall size, Samson's, it could just be too overwhelming compared to Derek last year. So it's one of those things you really just got to see them next to each other. But
yeah, I agree. You got to see people next to each other. You know what I mean?
And I hate giving that answer though because it's so whack. It's just like a cop out, but it's true. Like I really don't know.
I mean, think about it. There be dudes all the time that look unreal on the gram, and then you see them at a show, and you'd be like, "Oh, you don't really look like that. Yeah, you don't even really look like that." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the nature of the beast. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's Instagram and social media, that's our highlights. You know what I'm saying? It's rare people are gonna show themselves in a not so looking good photo or video. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I was happy to see. I mean, like I said it earlier, like the sport of bodybuilding is the bigger guys. If the bigger guy is conditioned and looks good enough, the bigger guy is supposed to win. That's just who got the bigger muscles. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like.
Yeah, but Doug, let me ask you this: what do you consider bigger muscles? And I'm not saying this because I'm a short guy, but bigger muscles. I mean, it's hard to say that Hadi's muscles aren't bigger than Samson's. He weighs less, right? But if you're talking about proportions, it's hard to say that he's not as muscular as Samson. You know what I mean? He's heavy, but per square inch, he's packing more muscle than him. So it's hard to say he's not. And that's why these 212 guys are doing so well because their physiques are filled out.
I always say this, and you got to think about this. How tall is Samson?
Like 6 foot, right?
Yeah, I think he's I think he's 5'11". Yeah.
So think about this, and this is the honest to God truth. Those tall guys have a way more frame to fill out, and when they do, that's when they're dangerous.
I always say
Cbum, like Samson. It's not his fault Because a lot of guys Samson size can't do that. They're not able to fill out their frame like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he'll always look better than the shorter guy, even though he's taller. When usually it works in the shorter guy's favor because it's harder for the taller guy to look compact. Samson, for him to be 6 foot and look like that, it's crazy to me.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, bro, he was 305 pounds on stage, by the way.
Yeah, like he does not have to grow anymore.
Nah.
No, he doesn't. It's just
I always say that because I'm like the same height as Samson pretty much. So I'm always like, it's a blessing and a curse, right? Because you have to work so much harder for so much longer to fill it out, but your ceiling is that much higher, right?
Yeah, because your thigh is longer than mine. I'm 5'6".
That's what I'm saying. I got to put on twice as much muscle to fill it out, right?
The shorter you are, the more compact you are. The taller you are, the more of a frame you have to fill out.
That's why I think you don't see a lot of guys, because I was having this conversation with somebody else at USA's actually. You don't see a lot of guys under 30 that are like over 5'10 turning pro. You know what I mean? Because it just takes time to fill that frame out. Like a lot of the guys that are turning pro young, they're usually stockier dudes. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
It just simply takes a certain amount of years to put on the tissue you need to not look skinny. Like I was at the top of the heavyweight class. I looked fucking skinny next to these dudes. Like that's why
I'm considered tall for the 212 division. Yeah. I'm 5'6". I'm considered tall. You know what I'm saying? Like I and I said I'll stay in the 212 until I grow out of it. Once I grow out of it, then I'll compete in the open. I don't feel like I need to be 280 to compete in the open. No. I could be 225, 230. I can compete in the open. And I just like to compete because it's fun. You know what I'm saying? But it was interesting my first couple of pro shows, and I'm seeing guys that are literally like 4'11", 5'1", and they're built. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, God damn, like your little ass frame, got all that goddamn muscle. It is impressive. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah, but the taller guys, man, when they're able, how tall are you, Mike?
5'9", maybe 5'10".
Yeah, so that's still tall. You know what I'm saying? As far as muscle, you know what I'm saying? Like the taller you are, the more muscle you got to put on, which makes it harder for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes it incredibly difficult.
It's really just time.
That's why when you see somebody like Andrew Jack and Samson,
that's crazy, bro.
Your eyes will go right to him because you'll be like, "How are you that fucking big?"
That's what I'm saying. Like when you look like Blake, 100%. Like when you're talking about like more muscle per square inch, essentially, who's more muscular? Hottie's right there with anybody. But
for sure.
Like when you take those three guys, the top three, bro, like it looks like when you're, especially when the camera's zoomed out and you can't even see like the ins and outs of the conditioning, and you're just looking at like the structure and the stature of these dudes. Like, it's all Samson, bro. Like, the dude looks like a fucking superhero. Like, it's like, that looks like the dude that you're like, all right, that should be the best physique in the world. Like, up close and personal, and you get into, like, the ins and outs of bodybuilding judging and stuff. You have your arguments, body, etc. But, like, when you're just looking at the silhouette, like, Samson is a Mr. Olympia silhouette. You know what I'm saying?
I prefer Andrew over him.
I don't know why. Bro, you were at my house the weekend of the Texas, and we were fucking losing our shit.
I'm telling you, like that. But that's what I mean. It's like I'm not knocking tall guys for whatever reason. When I see Samson, and I see like, look, all these guys are great, right? I mean, we're picking out. I mean, really small things. But we're talking about guys winning Mr. Olympia, and like Samson's. I mean, I don't know. Andrew just has his body parts. Every body part, you're just like, what the fuck is that? Why do his biceps look like that? Why is his abs
biggest human I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah, that's what
I've heard.
I saw him when I did the USA's in Vegas like 2 years ago. He was in there and he was training. And
I'd love to see him personally.
Dude. Like my wife was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "I think that's Andrew Jack." It was like the first year he really just popped out. And I was like, my wife was like, I think that's Andrew Jack. And she's like, he's huge. And I was like,
pictures and videos do them no justice, bro.
The only guy I'll say that I saw in person that was probably bigger than him was Dallas McCarver.
You saw
I got to see Dallas. I got pictures of Dallas.
Damn. That's probably the only person I ever seen. But I mean, Andrew is crazy, dude. and like such a good guy, dude. He walked up. I talked to
Yeah, I
him and
heard
introduced
he's
myself.
super solid.
I know.
And
You
he
want to know
talked to
who
me and my
else?
wife every day we were down there.
So,
That's what's up.
you know, every year they always bringing people into the Pittsburgh. I remember the first time I met Big Rammy. He couldn't fit in the seats in the Soldiers and Sailors.
I've never met Big Rammy.
He could not
one of the only
fit
brothers I haven't met.
in the seats, bro. Like he was scrunched up in that he couldn't sit down. Like him, and that was the year I got to meet Dallas too. Dallas, yeah, he was massive. He was a massive of a
Dallas
man.
was
Just,
he looked like a cartoon character, dude. Like it
yeah,
was
he was.
insane. I'd never seen nothing like it.
Yeah, me
I-
either.
When I was at
Keep in mind
university,
what age he was when y'all saw that.
Yeah, he was young as hell.
Keep in mind what age he was when y'all saw
Yeah, he
that.
was young as hell. He
bro.
was fresh out of college. Yeah,
Think if he
fresh
was
out of
still
college.
competing, what he would look like right now.
Bro.
Yeah.
Scary.
He would have been at the top of the game.
Ronnie Coleman.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Ronnie Coleman size almost.
He would have been right. He would have been right along Cbum. You know what I'm saying? He'd have been right along Cbum. It might have been Cbum and Dallas McCarver show.
Yeah, because
You know
he was super popular too when he was doing his thing too.
He was.
bro, in 2019, I went to Universe because I had a buddy competing it, and I remember I saw Justin Rodriguez in person, and he was in like a big ass.
He's wild as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I like that was the first time I was like, okay, we're not the same species of like. I'm telling you, he was as wide as two of me. We are not the same. Like I was like, the levels to this are absurd.
Bro,
like I'm never,
You could
I'm never gonna
argue
do that.
You could probably argue too that like I saw Justin at the Boston Pro, and like that dude's back lat spread was probably the best in the game when he was on point.
Yeah,
nobody fucking would touch him.
And think about it. And think about it. He struggled the past couple of years getting to the Olympia consistently. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, like, when somebody can say, I've been to the Olympia 10 years in a row, I've been 5 years in a row, 6, like, bro, that shit's insane, bro. Like, the amount of pressure to get there every year and compete, man.
He should have won. I personally, like being there, I thought Justin beat William Bonac at that Boston Pro, and that was his
that was when he was fresh off. That was when he was fresh off that Arnold too. He looked crazy.
Yeah,
that fucking lineup was sick.
The craziest thing I seen was I was doing Europa, and it was a pro. I don't know if it's still a pro-am, but it was, and I was tanning, and I didn't know who this guy was, but he goes by the name Sean Roden. I didn't know who he was at the time. It was a long time ago. And he was tanning, and he showed up in sweats, and he had and when he was probably 5 feet in front of me, and when he goes to take him off, he bends over as he takes him off, and the dude, I don't know what it looked like, but I was like, what? Because his hamstrings and his glutes as he bent over, I was like, what the fuck is that? I still to this day, I've never seen something so crazy. He didn't look human.
Sergio's another big motherfucker in person.
Who?
Sergio Oliva.
Oh,
I saw him 2020 when he was getting ready. I was out in San Diego, actually. He was living in San Diego, and I was at the gym out there, the gym San Diego. That gym's fucking sick, by the way, if you guys have been. But I'm on a Stairmaster, and I look across the gym, and he was doing cardio. He was on the bike, and like he's so wide, he was like resting his hands on the bikes beside him, just like chilling, like taking up. He's just doing his cardio, just taking up 3 bikes, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I get off the Stairmaster, and this dude, like, he couldn't even fit through the door to the locker room, bro. He's just fucking huge, and that's what, like you're saying, bro, puts this in perspective because on stage, he don't even look that big on stage. Like, he's got shit to fill out still. And I'm like, because I'll never forget how big he looked in person. That's why I was like, bro, it's a long road for tall dudes, bro.
Any of y'all ever seen Dennis Wolf in person?
Oh no, but that's one of my favorites.
No.
I saw him in person, but he was small then.
Whoa,
I'm
talking about blonde hair.
I wish, bro. He was my favorite dude.
Yes.
Yeah, I love his physique.
Everyone loved Dennis Wolf.
I've seen Dennis, but I'll tell you too, everybody forgets about Rolly Winkler. That motherfucker.
You see him now?
Yo, he's big again.
You see that picture he posted?
Yeah.
Yo,
His arms are like 30 inches.
Bro, he's still got his triceps. You saw the one with
dude?
Hunter? He posted a picture.
Yeah.
Him and Hunter posted a picture together,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. That's what it was. It was him and Hunter.
Triceps.
I'm going back to wrestling. This is insane.
Yeah, bro. This is not fair, bro.
Dude, like, it's just like, what is
Dude,
going on?
I met Kai Green in 2013.
I'm jealous of that. That's one dude I never.
I've never
And he
met
was
Kai.
typical Kai. He was in like a full like muscle meds like hoodie pants, but he was as wide as he was tall.
Yeah,
he's
like,
he's
no lie.
Yeah,
no lie.
He's about
bro.
5'9". He's about your height, about 5'9".
Yeah. He's a little shorter than me, but just 5'9" width. Like it was crazy.
5'9" and
width.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one blessing living in Pittsburgh is I've gotten to see a lot of bodybuilders because every year Jim Mannion is always bringing, guys here. And the first time I did the Pittsburgh, that was the first time I got to meet Phil Heath and Kai Green.
I met Phil
got
too.
to meet Branch Warren and Dexter Jackson. Like I just remember being in awe of those guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like asking for pictures and autographs and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now to be on the other side and people know me by name and shit, it's fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember like Dexter, he's another one who was just deceptively big. Like pictures and videos do these guys no justice. And then when you see him in person, like Dexter's arms, oh my God, bro. They whose arms remind me of them? Carlos Thomas's arms remind me of Dexter's. Dexter, like his arms in person, bro. I swear he had on a 4X shirt.
They
busting out of that shit.
They doing men's open at the Pittsburgh next year? Is that what I heard?
And the grand prize is 100 bands.
It's $100 $100K.
100 bands.
100K
open debut in the Bird.
Yo, but wait.
They're making it the next time.
Yo, but that means they're gonna have to stop the guest posing then. Right?
I don't think that. The Pittsburgh now is going to be like an expo. It's going to be like the Arnold. It's going to be a whole like weekend festive. You know what I'm saying?
Because
if they have to roll up on you,
if they still did the guest posing, it would make those dudes look so bad.
Yeah.
Guys
I'm not sure the details. I'll find out because I'll talk to Gary and and Bill about how they're doing all of that because I don't know if it's going to be a 2-day event. I'm sure it's going to be a 2-day event because the Pittsburgh is always a 2-day event. But how they're going to do it, like if they're going to have extra stuff down there as far as like powerlifting stuff, like are they doing it literally like an expo or is it just going to be because it's going to be at the convention center this year. It's not going to be at the hotel. So the convention center is big as hell. And it's cool. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I already know because I already know certain people who's gonna be coming, who's gonna be competing. It's definitely gonna be one for the books because it's the first one. And the one other thing that's dope about it is because the prize money is $100,000. Like that's super dope. That's gonna entice a lot of people to come into Pittsburgh, try to win that prize money. Because the only other open show that offer money like that right now is Dubai. You know what I'm saying? For the open guys. You know what I'm saying?
And it's in the US and it's the main show. So I mean
and it's a few weeks before the New York. It's a few weeks before the New York. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a nice tune-up show for some guys who plan on doing the New York.
You're probably gonna see you're at least gonna see probably 20 open guys do that show.
It's probably going to be more than that. It's going to be a lot of people here for that. 100,000 and how they breaking down that money. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody could get to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? A lot of open guys will be able to get to the Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? And then the Arnold, that's kind of different, right? That's like invite. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do the Arnold. You know what I'm saying? So the open guys, any open guy will be able to come. That's why I was asking Mike, you gonna try and get in on this 100,000 in the third, you know what I'm saying?
No, Mike,
throw my name in the hat.
Mike, you do that, we're We are rolling deep for you. We are rolling deep
Pro
for you.
debut in Pittsburgh.
Oh, man.
Just fucking do it.
Oh man, maybe.
The top news is going to be that there was 20 bodybuilders that had something wrong with their tan.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know what happened. I don't know. Mike looks great though. Bro, we'll figure it out, bro. We'll get you up.
That's the only way I'm winning. Bro, can we talk about like how humble Samson is for a second? Because the amount of shit people talked about his wife. If my wife was coaching me and people were talking crazy like that, and then I won Olympia, and you give me the microphone, I'm 100% calling fucking Dennis James. I'm calling all them people out and being like, I expect a face-to-face apology to me and my wife once we leave the convention center.
Isn't it crazy because
Milos talk crap about it?
Milos too, like
so many people talk shit, and then so many people were like, he can't do it because he's not doing things like how it should be done. Guess what?
Yeah.
That motherfucker did it, and he shoved it in everyone's fucking face.
Yeah.
I got nothing but respect for that shit.
Me too.
No one's gonna know your fucking body better than your wife. Like,
yeah,
I hate to say it, like, she knows what she's doing, and that's fucking clear as day.
And she kind of stamped her name in the history books, right?
Like, yeah, she did.
Yeah, first year coach.
Only female, yeah, first and only female coaching
We're reaching
Olympia.
out to her, asking if she could prep them for their show.
Yeah.
How many
I'm looking for a coach.
Yo, bro,
But
how
let's
many,
be honest.
how many open guys are sliding in their fucking DM right now? Like, yo,
But let's be honest though. Let's be honest though. Like in the world of bodybuilding, there are some.
Oh
shit, Dougie froze up.
I wanted to hear what he was going to say.
I did too.
Damn, bro.
You send it up.
Come on.
Come on, Doug.
Get it
Come
free,
back, bro.
That was a good thumbnail, though.
Hey, Doug, run it back.
He just froze over there.
That was crazy.
He'll be back.
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, for real.
He's gonna. You know what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna get back on, and he's gonna forget what the fuck he was gonna say.
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, I do it all the time. I'll be talking, saying something, and somebody will say something, and my brain's just like listens to whatever they're saying. Then they're like, I'm sorry, I interrupted. What were you saying? I'll be like, it's gone. It's gone into the universe. That's not coming back. We might as well change the subject.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know the one thing we haven't talked about, bro.
What's that?
Chris Bumstead retiring.
Oh, true,
yeah.
true.
I meant
to bring that up in the middle of everything, but it went up in the universe like Michael said. But
I'm so happy for him.
I think Classic is dead now, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm mad.
Done.
I'm so curious to see what happens, bro. Because
I mean, Cbum held it together, bro.
Yeah,
he was
literally.
Yeah.
But
I mean, look at second place, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, you can't even, like, you respect him. You listen to everything that guy fucking says.
Bro, and
I don't give a shit who you are. Tell me a better person for the fucking IFBB and the NPC to represent them.
They needed him, bro. Straight up for
Dude,
that division, they needed him.
That was one of the best speeches I've ever heard in my life.
He's still gonna be the face of it. I guarantee you.
Well,
He's
you
still
heard
gonna hold everything. You heard what he's gonna do, right?
He's dishing out his own money to up the prize money.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
Yes.
I guarantee you. I bet he comes back in like 5 years.
I was gonna say that. Bro, he's like 29, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine? You imagine the ticket sales in 5 years when Chris Bumstead's coming back.
He's gonna
check that shit.
They're gonna outsell the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, for real though,
That's where they're gonna have the show. They're gonna have it at the Cowboy Stadium. Something like that, crazy like that. That's how they're gonna have to have.
I'm curious to see how much cash he dishes out because obviously he's pulling it in.
Oh, he's got it.
But
Yeah,
like,
especially with Gymshark now.
well, yeah, but like, dude, like he only made 60 grand compared to open 600.
Do you think he doesn't even? That's like he's wiping his ass. With
No,
that.
that's pocket change. But I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see what he does. I'm curious to see what he does. Like, and then like, what's the Olympia going to do? Are they going to have to like bring him on somehow?
Word.
Hey,
I'm back.
Give us your thought back.
Come
Give
on.
us your thought back.
My phone died. Look, no, it's crazy. It was plugged in, but it wasn't plugged into the damn wall.
You remember what you were
Hey, how many weeks out are you, bro?
You
Are you sub 6 weeks out or what?
Hey, I don't know. No, but what I was just saying is, it's like no disrespect and no knock on what his wife was able to do, man. But some people are just genetically gifted, man. And when you put hard work with it, that's what you're gonna get, no matter who. I say this respectfully, like I don't want to say anybody could have coached him, but there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, man. We all pretty much eat the same thing. We all pretty much are all doing the same thing in different ways. You know what I'm saying?
I say it all the time. Like bodybuilding is easy as shit.
It's cool to see their relationship. So you know what I'm saying? Because like I even showed it to my wife. I'm like, man, that's like something like that is dope. Like I couldn't imagine winning something like that with my wife, bro. Like I'm getting emotional right now just thinking about it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I'm just like, because I'm sure
never take that away.
I'm sure they've had many arguments, many ups and downs throughout this period, and for them to make it to the pinnacle like that and to win that ultimate prize, and then to silently say "fuck you" to all the critics. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's a dope ass fucking story. You know what I'm saying? Just that in itself, in a male dominated sport, he allowed his wife to take on his coaching to help him compete in the biggest bodybuilding show in the world. And like you said, he took so much flack for it, bro. I'd be punching motherfuckers. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? When I see certain people wouldn't even be able to speak to me anymore. Like, you wouldn't even be able to say, what up? You can apologize and I accept it, but you stay the fuck over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no coming up here now. Yeah, ain't no jumping on my bandwagon now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you motherfuckers stay over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like something like that is dope. When you do something like that with your significant other, bro, there's like, to me, there's no better satisfaction.
Yeah, it means 10 times more. I'm sure.
Yeah, after Samson won, my wife looked at me and she said, "You better tell Blue what's up." I was like, I ain't telling him nothing.
Bro, between Samson winning and Chris's speech, my eyes might have got a little watery a couple times last weekend, bro.
I get emotional. I do. I get emo, and I ain't afraid to admit it. I'll cry, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us here know how just the mental stress you put yourself under at our level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I could, like, he won 6 times in a row. I can only imagine how difficult that was, especially there was things that I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know he tore his quad. I didn't know he tore his bicep. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like going through things like that these past 6 years and still walking away a champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
he's out on top too.
Yeah, like, everybody's hunting to kill you. Like, you the top dog. Everybody's hunting to kill you. Like, the amount of pressure that is.
And the other thing is too, it wasn't even close. Like,
nobody even
got close to beating.
It almost comes off as effortless, bro.
Like, it was utter domination. Like,
he shot everything down. One judge had him losing
Thursday.
You know that,
Let me
right?
tell you something.
Yeah, I did see some. One of the
one judge had him losing.
When I got to do the Olympia in 2022, and I seen him backstage, bro, he looked like a fucking anatomy chart.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He looked like some shit you draw. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a couple people like that. There was a couple people like that. And for me to visually, like, because like I'm saying, like, seeing him on TV and in a video and on a picture, it's not like in person.
You know what's pretty wild about him from what I've seen and what I've heard? Like, in clothes, he don't look like much. And then, like, when he like, strips down and poses and shit, that's where his whole physique just goes crazy. especially
because the detail.
I think that, believe it or not, I think that falls into a lot of like open, classic, even a lot of guys. Like they don't look like they're much with clothes on, and then all of a sudden they take their clothes off, and you're like,
well, usually the guys in the best shape. Usually, if you're in the best shape, you're probably not filling out your clothes the same way that
right.
Yeah.
Because
if he
well, yeah, that's
it's a
little bit different, bro. Talk about that.
The detail at this level is what I noticed is what the difference is. It's like a lot of people will turn pro because you got the genetics, you got the work ethic, right? And you'll turn pro. But then it's like once you become a pro, you start to realize how much more the details play a role because everybody looks good. And you are being nitpicked. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's going to look good when you step on stage at this level. Then when you make it to the Olympia, you got to just hope you don't get lost in the sauce. And if you do, it is what it is. You shake back to get back. You know what I'm saying? And not get lost in the sauce again.
They got to do something, though, with Classic having 60 guys, though.
I don't know that's the popular division.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, that's
the popular division. It is, you know what I'm saying? And from a business standpoint, they making money. You know what I'm saying? Right. They making money. You know, like a lot of people like to come and watch the classic guys, especially when your regional shows and stuff, when you got the IFBB and the NPC doing shows, it kind of helps them generate money. So because everybody likes to watch the classic guys. It seems like
sure.
Y'all feel like classic is a downfall though?
That's what I'm saying. I'm curious to see if that holds up without him, bro.
I think it's going down. Like I think it'll be just average to watch.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna it's not gonna die, but it's definitely not gonna grow like it has been.
I think so too.
I think
crazy.
I think Open's just gonna clear. Like right now, some people especially these fucking younger kids are like, oh, classic or open, like it's the same fucking level. I think it's just gonna go back to Open's the main event, and then classic second.
Open is the king.
Yeah, it always has been.
Open is the king, bro. Like that's why I say, for me, I do have a desire to want to compete in the Open. I just ain't trying to rush it. Like I don't want to grow too fast, and I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just like to compete for fun. You know what I mean? But it's you guys, you Open guys, y'all some big motherfuckers. I don't think everybody really understands. It's like when I hear you guys talk, like, you know how people like, man, I'm trying to get big. And then you ask them like, well, how are you eating? What are you eating? And they can't tell you. It's like, oh no, you have no understanding of what it really takes. How to get big. Yeah, like you don't use in your mind, you just think going to GNC, spending $200 on some supplements is going to get you to grow. When eating is a job, eating is a job at this point, bro. It's it's not even a thought process anymore.
They don't weigh nothing. They eyeball everything, and they think like, oh, I'm gonna get huge. But
the amount of
good luck with that approach.
No, bro. I say this to people a lot too. Like anybody could eat big one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
But bro, when you're doing
do it every day,
bro. Like I'm eating 7,500 calories a day. Like one day, I ain't shit. But if you're doing that every day for months on end, it catches up, bro.
Dude, you hit the nail on the head there, dude. Because I saw one guy, I can't even remember. It was on Instagram, and the dude was looked like a natty classic guy, saying he was eating like 8,000 calories a day. And I'm like, no, you're not.
What, on Tuesday you did?
Not, one time, like on a Tuesday, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah, he ate 3 meals of fucking Burger King.
I was about to say, because there's ways to try to
8,000 calories of clean food if you're looking like a fucking stick figure.
Yeah.
Luke, I calculated all my macros up one day, and I'm at like 6,400 a day.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I never even did it. Like people ask me, oh, how much you eat? I just knew it was a lot. Like,
and I've ate more than this too. Like I'm pretty comfortable right now, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like I am comfortable, which is the crazy thing. Like it's honestly it's just time consuming, bro. Like I still haven't.
It's another job.
But it's like 7 meals every hour and a half. I'm sitting down and each of my meals is 9-10 ounces of protein.
Yeah, after I get off here, I got 100
grams of carbs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's just like Dougie said, it's just a full-time job, bro. Like it's what it is. You know.
All the time. You know, I thought was crazy. I was listening to It's Just Bodybuilding podcast like on my way home today, and they brought up an interesting about Chris's like speech. He said in the speech, he said, usually when you, I'm paraphrasing, right? He said like, usually when you get to the top, they want to see you fall.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I never felt that in my career. Like that's crazy.
But there's a thing about Chris, dude. This guy is a fucking anomaly, bro. Like,
yeah,
like for some reason, he is the only guy in all sports, bro, basketball, for anything, who's at the top, who's as dominant as he was. That's making people root for him more. That never happened.
Right.
Bro. Like
everybody loved him.
When he was winning, everyone wanted to see him
Jay.
lose as much as he won. Same thing with fucking Jay.
Even look at
everybody wanted Phil to lose.
Even look at Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe. These guys, when
they want to see him lose.
They want to see him lose. They're tired of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chris is an
You look at
anomaly.
Chris and you're like, nope.
Yeah, in all aspects, this fucking guy, like you can't. He's not normal, bro. He doesn't.
Now listen,
not
that's a fact. If I was Cbum, I would go into movies like Arnold.
Yeah, bro, you can't. He can't mess up. He just does like everything right, bro.
I would go right to Hollywood. You need an action figure for a superhero. You need an action figure for one of these movies. I'm here.
No, he's no action figure. He's starring in rom-coms. You know, he's a nice guy. Think about it, bro.
That's the thing about it. Both, bro.
Yeah, he don't try to be tough. Act like himself, where he's a sensitive dude.
I can see
it matter because you know he's a heartthrob. Girls is just gonna like they just you know what I'm saying. Like he's a heartthrob, bro. Girls be crying and fainting and shit when he comes around.
Bro, it ain't just girls. I'm sure there's some dudes out there looking for.
I know a couple young kids, bro, for sure.
That's a fact because I see it all the time. I've been to a couple of signings with him. I mean, and I've seen people literally not know what to say, don't know how to speak. They just freeze up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, like to see that in person. That somebody has that much of an impact on somebody else is crazy. I couldn't imagine that. Somebody crying because they see me. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I couldn't imagine that shit.
That would be crazy, bro, right? If you think about it.
The hype behind him's kind of weird to some degree. I got one friend, I won't speak about him, but like Chris will post like family shit. And this kid will like repost it on his story. Not like say nothing about it.
People do that.
It's weird, right?
He like mad people, bro. My feed will be like all this like.
There's
like,
one more guy like that though out there. Y'all know who it is?
I know who you're gonna say. You're gonna say Sam?
Sam Sulek.
Oh, I already knew.
This guy's never even competed. I get why Chris is doing it. What the fuck is going? Like I like Sam, but what the fuck?
When me and Blake met him at Powerhouse in New Haven here in Connecticut.
I'm gonna post that picture.
And he put us in his YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
So because he took a picture with us and he put us in his YouTube video, and I like reposted on my story. Bro, I had all these young kids like, holy shit, bro, what the fuck? Like flipping out. I'm like, dude, like he was like, what is he like? What is he? Is he the same kid? I'm like, bro,
he's a regular dude.
Just a fucking kid, bro. Like
he just wants to work out.
Like they're borderline, like talk about tears, bro. They're bored, they're like fucking hyperventilating coming up to me. I'm like, bro,
like it's fucking
though. Like if he pushed it,
if he Backstreet Boys are in sync or something.
Yeah, it's
but if he really pushed it, we got a Cbum number 2. It may not be on the stage, but he don't even have to be like that.
But let me ask you this, because I have my opinion on this. Do you think it makes sense for that kid to compete?
No.
He doesn't have to.
It's the same thing with Chris.
Only downside, bro.
It only hurts.
Only downside, because if he wins, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, he should have won." And if he loses, then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then he's gonna
or he gets to a stage and you realize the physique's not as great as you.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
and then all of a sudden, people are like, "Oh, maybe I don't want to watch his video."
Yeah. I would say keep doing what you're doing. You're making the money doing what you're doing.
No, he's doing it. He's a humble kid. He's doing it right, bro.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He came to Powerhouse in Pittsburgh last year. It was funny because I remember when I seen him, it was literally right around the time, like right before he started going viral, and me and my coach was looking at him. He's a big guy. He was cool, you know what I mean? You could tell he just stays to himself and does his own thing. I mean, and unless he like really has a passion for like getting on stage, there's no point in it because
that's what I'm saying.
Like, because he's gonna be able to do more off the stage.
Yeah, the only reason would be that he just wants to compete for himself. And
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's no point when you where he's at right now. As far
everything I've seen, though, he's pushing the weight up right now. So I mean, he's at like 265, 270. So
he plans on competing. He says he plans on doing it.
Yeah, but he also says he like wants to wait until he's like, you know, like dominant and ready to go pro and da da da. And I feel like guys that say that never end up getting.
I hate that shit.
I feel like those guys never, because I know a couple of people that are like that. They're like, well, I'm gonna just bodybuild until I'm ready to win my pro card, and then I'm gonna just get it, and then I'm gonna, you know what I mean, to the pro level physique, blah blah.
Fucking newsflash, don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. Well, and so those guys never end up competing. They eventually burn out, and then they're done.
Well, I think because the majority of those guys just don't have a like. So I put it to you like this, because I remember when Seth turned pro and how that happened. Because you can't say it, right? It just has to be something you do. Meaning, you don't say, I'm just going to train until I know I'm good enough to get my pro card. You just train because it's what you do. And then somebody mainly pushes you on stage at that point, right?
Right.
Because that's how Seth ended up competing. Everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Because you've been training so long, you haven't gotten on stage. You know, because sometimes it do happen for people like that. But those people, they're not telling people that. They're just doing it.
2 years.
It just
2 years. That's
like
going to be happening to him.
Hunter was kind of like that too. Yeah,
it's just in you. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always took a calculated approach to bodybuilding. You know what I mean? I don't know how some guys do multiple shows every year. Like two for me is max. I don't know how, because there's guys that do 3, 4. I don't know how people do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never wanted to do that. I never aspired to do that. I always wanted to be calculated in every show that I did. You know what I'm saying? So that I didn't burn myself out. Because I noticed a lot of people did that early in bodybuilding. You know what I'm saying? I've only done 11 shows total. You know what I'm saying? And this 2025 will be 10 years, like my 10-year anniversary, the first time I ever did a bodybuilding competition. You know what I mean? So I do understand having a calculated approach, but you're right. It's like those guys that, how many people you know say, I'm going to do a show next year. People who do shows don't talk about it. They just do it. They just fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's just bodybuilding, bro. Like, you either, like, it's either in you or it's not, bro. And the people that talk the most, they never show up, or they fall off, or they whatever. You know how it goes.
Because it's like you said, all right, you eat 7,000 calories today. Can you do it tomorrow? Can you do it the next day? You're gonna be doing it next week. You're gonna be doing it next month. Like, literally every day. Like, okay, you trained hard today. Can you do it again tomorrow? Can you match that again next week? Can you keep that intensity next month?
Bro,
you'll be training like this next year.
Even just like walking around, like, bro, like, this is the heaviest I've been, right? I'm in the 280s now. Just walking around, living my life, bro. Like, I'm not even on cycle. I'm on TRT. And like, so it's not like I'm pushing anything. I'm just maintaining this weight. And just being this heavy is uncomfortable. Most people are going to bitch. They're going to moan. You know, it's hard to get out of bed. It's hard to put my socks
have a good job too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that part hard to put your socks on. That shit be the word,
bro.
I hate it.
Crazy, bro. I gotta put after I'm done. I put the fan on, bro. I cool off for a minute.
You hold your breath before you're like,
yeah. Every time,
hold on the water.
I feel like
you prop your leg up.
I feel like
bro, I got a hanger.
Shit, bro.
I got a hanger to help put it on. And then once the bad thing is, I'm after one leg, I got to take a breath.
Yeah,
go down for the other one.
You got a back pump, and you got to hold out for the other leg.
That's why I get the fan going, bro. I take an intermission in between. You know what I'm saying?
Snack. I got to sometimes. I've been known to take a snack break.
Yeah, I get a little hydration
going. Bro, swear, but
people don't know.
Y'all ain't tired.
Most people don't know the struggle, and the worst too is I always wear sweatpants. But my thighs rub together, so the middle of my sweatpants Be fucking
whipping?
done. Done.
Yeah,
Start a fire up in
Done.
there.
Yeah, bro.
bro.
Nah.
Every pair of my gym pants has a hole in the crotch. Every pair.
Dude, I've ripped so many scrub pants, dude. It's ridiculous.
I refuse to replace them too.
Dude, I'll be at work and I'll bend down to
Mike's
tie
that,
a
Mike's
lady's
that
shoe.
fucking guy. Just make sure you're wearing fucking underwear and you're not Nick
Yeah.
Walker free ball.
I wear black underwear because I got black scrubs and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Well,
All right, guys.
fellas, yeah, I'm
I
gonna
think
say I gotta go watch The Penguin. New episodes out. I didn't watch it
Yeah,
on
let
Sunday.
me-
I heard that.
Hey, Mike.
Good.
Roll Tide.
Oh, shit.
Hey, he
You
said
know
roll
I'm gonna be messaging all
Please.
Saturday, bro.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yo, Trey, what's good with your fins, though, bro?
Dude, don't even. We got no quarterback, bro.
Yeah, it's slow.
We're done, bro. We're
It's
done.
slow.
Hey,
Yeah.
hopefully my Steelers can get another win this week. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can.
Oh, against the Jets,
keep
bro. I got a
going,
buddy
right?
that's a Jets fan,
Yeah.
so I'm actually gonna be rooting for the Steelers.
That's
Yeah,
a tough
and
secondary. That's
Let's
a tough
go,
secondary.
Russ.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
look, why
the
they got
Jets are
Russ?
due for a win right now.
Yeah.
Mike, we're just fucking hoping for a win in general.
Oh, bro, I don't even watch the Pats. Fuck that.
Oh, hey, the Fins did get the Pats though.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but we got y'all.
To be fair, Drake May doesn't look that bad.
Dude,
He
I
just
think Drake May's
know
okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
Y'all just
You
gotta-
threw for three.
y'all-
You threw for 300 yards and 3 TDs in your debut against one of the top 5 defenses. All right,
Yeah.
I'll give it
New
to you.
England's just terrible, bro. They're just not good.
Hey, we had our
Yeah.
20. We had our 20 years.
Yeah, y'all had enough. Y'all had enough, bro. It's all
Yeah,
good.
bring it to
y'all
the Dolphins,
for damn
man.
sure.
That's what we need.
Especially, I'm a Steeler fan, so I don't like you motherfuckers.
We
Tom
got to fucking
Brady.
dip down for a couple of
Hey,
years.
I
before we get back up.
respect Tom Brady, but I hate y'all motherfuckers. Y'all done hated on so many fucking Super Bowls we could have had, but we had to see. I'd rather see Peyton Manning than fucking Tom Brady. We could beat fucking Peyton Manning's ass. Tom Brady, we couldn't do shit with him. Couldn't do shit with him.
All right, fellas.
All right, man.
Let's do
Pleasure
it
talking to
again.
y'all, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Let's
next
do it
week.
again soon.
Next week.
Yes,
Yeah, no
sir.
doubt.
All right, man. Have a good night,
Always
boys.
game for it.
Yep. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, nice
Roll
meeting
Tide,
you.
all right.
You too, bro.
All right, man.
Later.
Peace.